What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video, and today we doing a little bit different. You see, we got a different camera view. You see, we got different feng shui in the background. We doing a different type of video, so you can see from the title. This is my video on what I think are the top 5 handheld devices that you should have in 2023. So, over the years, these past few years, the handheld scene has been getting kind of crazy. You see, there's a bunch of handhelds behind me. We're gonna go through the ones that I think are the best, and we're not gonna waste any time. So, without further ado, let's get to the video. So, the first one we got is the Analogue Pocket. There's a company called Analogue. They specialize in making like old school they specialize in making hardware that you can play old school games on. This one is for like Game Boy stuff. I have what's called the EverDrive in here, and it has a little SD card in there, and in there you can load your games. You can strip your ROMs that you have from your cartridges, and you can put them all on this SD card, and you can play them all on here. And it's like a traditional Game Boy layout. Let me go in here and open it up for you. You see it has a bunch of whatever I have loaded on here from each system. It has it on here. I'm gonna switch to some B-roll so y'all can see like what it comes with. This little device is fun. Like it's something that if you were like an older gamer, you know, or if you're a younger gamer like myself, like if you're in your 30s or your mid 20s to late to early 30s, like all the way up until probably your 50s, like you remember, like this feels like a Game Boy Color. It has the same weight and the same size to it. As you can see here, I bought the little case that comes with the little case you can buy separately. It comes with a little charging wire. Like I love this thing, man. You can load as many games as you want on it. I would say you should. This is a definite cop. Now, I paid like I think I paid like 330 for this one when it was first coming out. I had to wait like a year for it to come out because it was on back order, but it's definitely worth the purchase, and I think you should definitely add it to the collection. All right. So next up, we have, I think this company is German. We have the Evercade EXP, another retro device, and with this device, it's bringing back that all nostalgic feel of putting cartridges in your thing. So you could pop this out. This is a cartridge, and they put a bunch of old school arcade games on here. They sell these ROMs separately. Some people think it's kind of scummy and kind of a ripoff, but I like the novelty of it. It's pretty cool. This is like the third system that they've made. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this thing on. Hold on. Yeah, this is like the third system that they made, and this is the latest one. Um, has a nice clear screen. I love the screen. Blaze Entertainment, that's the company that owns it, and it's really dope. It's really dope. Let me switch over to give you guys some footage. I got the limited edition one. It came with some stickers. It automatically comes with the Capcom collection installed. So if you didn't get the Capcom collection on console, you can get it for free on this device. Come with a bunch of stickers, some coupon codes. Like this is another dope system. It just takes you back in time. You could play it multiple ways. You could play it let me come back to you. Let me come back to y'all. You could play it in you can play it vertical, or you could play it in tate mode, or I don't know, tate mode, or whatever, TAT mode, because there's some games where it's like the side scrolling shooters. You can play it like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a bit of a glare on the screen, but yeah, the Evercade EXP is a dope console. I think this one only cost me like 150 or 200. Yeah, 200 because I bought the collector's edition. You see the collector's edition comes with a limited edition box. I still have the box. Um, and yeah, it's just a nice retro gaming experience. It can fit in your pocket. You can buy different cartridges with different games on it. and the cartridges are really cheap. You see the box there. It came with the case. It came with that case and all of that, and came with a little poster, and it's dope to me. Like some people would say, "Oh, this is a ripoff," you know. You could just get the ROMs for those games. I mean, you could always pirate. There's always the option to pirate, no matter what console you have. There's always the option to pirate. But if you're a person like me who doesn't mind buying stuff, then you buy. You know, you buy and you spend and you get your money's worth when you get to have those retro experiences. So that is the Evercade EXP. Next up, we get into big boy territory. Big boy territory. This right here is the Logitech G Cloud. You see all the fingerprints on it. That's how you know I'll be playing it. So this is an Android tablet, basically, with a controller wrapped around it in a controller form. So when this first came out, it really wasn't optimized to do the things that it was supposed to do, but now it is. It has key mapping for a lot of the things. This is an Android-based device. This is possibly the best Android device as far as like performance. Now, price to performance, you might want to go another route, like the Retro Pocket, which is like half of the price of this. I got it for $300 when it launched because I got it on pre-order, but it's normally $350. They should put this thing down to $200 to be. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So I'm gonna cut over so you guys can see some my unboxing of this. So you can see what it comes with. You can download games from the Android store, play any game from the Android store, and it'll pretty much work now that the updates have gone through. The analog sticks feel good. The D-pad is a little sus, not gonna lie. But the analog sticks do feel good. The R1, the shoulder buttons do feel good. The face buttons feel good. And this is another handheld that, you know, it's changing the game. You know what I'm saying. It's making everybody step their game up as far as creating these Android devices, because when you have these bigger companies, because Logitech made this, as you can see, right over there. When you have these bigger companies making these devices, they can actually cut costs and make it so that you can get a screen this big and you don't got to charge like $800 for it. Because if you want something for this from a third party company like INEO or IN or one of those other companies, you're gonna be paying more than $300. You know, or you can get something, or you'd have to go for something smaller like a Retro Pocket or something like that to get like similar performance but a lower price point. But this is a powerhouse. It can do emulation, it can do Android, and you can cloud game on it if your Wi-Fi is good. I've done it all on here, and this is dope. This is one of my go-tos. I have a case for all of these, and this is definitely the best Android based handheld on the market. To me, this is my top 5 list. All right, don't be coming in my comments coming at me saying this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I have an INEO, Loki, and all that other shit. Like I did the evaluation, I did the work, I did the research, and I feel like this is the best device. Like all these devices I'm showing you, out of all of the retro handhelds, I feel like the Evercade EXP, a combination of the Evercade EXP and the Analogue Pocket, is the best way to go. That's just my opinion, you know. And you can also do the DS emulation on the Logitech G Cloud as well. So that's another plus for that one. Now we get into the real heavy hitters. Now we get into the Holyfield versus Tyson. We get into the Ali Tyson fight. We get into the Ali Ernie Shavers, the heavy hitters. So next up we have the Asus ROG Ally, bro. This is my first product that I've ever gotten from ROG in the Asus ROG line, and I'm so excited for it. This thing feels great in the hand. It's very big and clunky, obviously, but it's a PC in your hand. You can do everything you could do on your computer on this device, plus gaming. You know, it has the fingerprint sensor up top. I'm logging in now. As you can see, the vents shoot upwards, so the heat is not on your hands. This fan on the back, these are intake fans on the back, so all the heat is dispersed outward, and it's not really that loud, even if you're run it at full load. And they have this app called Armory Crate where you can download no, you can tweak settings and things of that nature. So here it is. Here's the initial. You have to go through the initial setup. You know, put your email and stuff in. Like it's honestly like setting up a regular computer. TBH. And then when you go in here, you got to mess around with you get to mess around with the Armory Crate settings. You can download all of the apps to keep from for all of the PC games like Steam and Origin and GOG and all that stuff, so that you can load all of your games from one solitary app, which would be the Armory Crate. So it houses all of the launchers out there, so you don't have to worry about going into different launchers like you would, like, let's say on the Steam Deck. And then right here you see you have all of these options to tweak. You know, if you're somebody like me that likes to tweak the settings and try different profiles as far as how the games operate, you can do that. And that is pretty dope to me. You know, Armory Crate is pretty dope to me. You can launch these games. As you can see, the games look beautiful. Like, that looks like I'm playing it on my TV. Who would have known I could play Xbox games handheld and they look this great? Like, look at that. This looks like I'm playing it on the TV. Look at that. Look at Blaze Blue, like a fast paced game. You get no drop frames. You get all the colors. Like this screen is a really beautiful screen. You know, I'm not a tech guy. I'm not really like, I don't really get into specs too much. Like, if you want the specs, you could just watch this video right here. You can go to this video here. There goes the title there and watch. But I'm coming at it from like strictly a consumer perspective. Like, if you're a consumer slash like enthusiast, like you really like to collect technology, you like to collect tech, I feel like I said, these 5 devices that I'm bringing up are ones that you gotta have in your collection, even if you still buy the other ones, like what I kept mentioning, the Retro Pockets and the IN and the INEO and all that other stuff, and or even the Powkitty devices, because the Powkitty devices and the Ambernick devices are dope as well. But getting back to the ROG Ally, beautiful graphics. It just feels good in the hand. Is and I feel like it's worth the money. This one is the Z1 with the Z1 Extreme chip. So they have another one with the Z1 chip that's coming later on. That's a little bit cheaper. I paid around I think it came up to $750 after taxes. And then the regular Z1 one is like 600, like 599, and that's coming like in the fall. I don't know why they did that, but they did that. So that is the ROG Ally. Now, the pinnacle. This is the greatest of all time. This is the Michael Jordan. This is the LeBron James. This is the Magic Johnson, Kareem. This is the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and that is the good old Steam Deck. I got a case from D Brand on here. But that's the Steam Deck. This is the best you can get right now. This is the best you can get right now, as far as price, performance, versatility. Only thing that's wrong with this thing is it's not portable. Obviously, it's not portable. You got to have some space in your bag to carry this big ass thing with you. But it's definitely worth it. You can run emulators. You can run emulators on here. Any device I've showed you so far, the Steam Deck can do it too. Emulation, any game you could think of, any console, any era, you can get it on here through emulation or through the Steam store. I think Valve did an amazing job with incorporating their Linux-based OS with this device, and with the new Steam OS that they came up with. I think they did a phenomenal job. You can also check out my Steam Deck video here. Here goes the title for it right here. Beautiful device, feels good in the hand, especially with the D Brand case. Go check out D Brand. That is a brand they make accessories for everything, pretty much everything. Any type of tech that you could think of, they make a case for it. But this is the device. This is it without the case. This is the case that you get when you pre-order it. I got the top spec one. The one that's what, $600, I think, and you can get one for $400, but it doesn't come with a SSD, and it doesn't come with like this carrying case with the exclusive with the blue Steam Deck logo on it. The other ones come with the white Steam Deck logo. So this device is easy to. It was so easy to set up. It was actually easier to set up than the ROG Ally, which I was surprised by. And then you see Doom, beautiful. Like, who would have thought they're gonna be with my shorter hair? And you would think that, and then you see me comparing, you doing the size comparison, and it's like you would think that like there would be like some stutter or something like that, but no, these devices are coming out the gate ready to rock and roll, ready to play, ready to go. All right, like I even after this video went off, I sat there and played Doom for another hour, and I felt like I was playing it on my TV. You know, it was the same vibe. You know, so the Steam Deck is definitely the king right now. Price to performance, it's the best device out right now, in my opinion. That's why I picked, over the course of these couple years, I've decided to buy these 5 devices over the course of the past like 2 years. So we do have some honorable mentions before we get out of here. We do have some honorable mentions, and that will be the PSP Vita and the PSP 3000. So the reason why I'm recommending these two is because these two are completely moddable, and it's easy. Anybody could do it. It's not as hard to do it. You don't have to remember back in the day you had to take the battery out, you had to desolder the battery and all that, or you had to order a already desoldered battery because it was like something that would like you had to flash the BIOS or some weird stuff. It's easy. All you got to do is put stuff on the SD card, move some files around, and you're good. Like I did a whole video on it. Y'all could check out my video on it right here. Of me cleaning up and modding my old PSP, because I was cleaning up and I found it. I was like, yo, I still got my PSP. That's fire. But I didn't have a battery that worked. I didn't have a charger that worked. So as you see, I had to buy a replacement kit for it. So I got that. I wiped it down, cleaned it down. And I was like, you know what? We're going to see if the mod community is still alive. And let me tell you, the mod community for the PSP and the PSP Vita is still alive. I had the PSP. The fact that the mod community was still alive and well is what made me buy the PSP Vita. I never bought a PSP Vita. I stopped buying PSPs at the PSP 3000 because they neglected. I feel like they neglected us. Like, they didn't give us any system to redeem our USDs when they moved to the PSP Go. Then they went from the PSP Go to the Vita, and they didn't give us any, us UMD users. I'm stuck with a bunch of UMDs that I still have to this day, and I felt the way about that. I felt jaded, so I never supported the Vita, which was my mistake, a stupid mistake, because it was just a natural progression of the PSP. You added an analog stick, you added an OLED screen, and it just made the gameplay even smoother. Now, as you can see, you could also, when you mod these games, you can download your ROMs into your console through an SD card, which normally that wouldn't be possible. But due to these crazy modders that have been modding since God knows when. I remember I used to go on forums and look up how to do the custom firmware and stuff. But now it's easy. It's easy. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. You can do whatever the hell it is you want to do with your PSP. And I had to get you saw it in the video. I don't know if you saw, but I had to get like a converter to convert the PSP video to HDMI, and that's how I was able to do this. I added my little edit to it. We got teching going on. I had a lot of fun. Like, again, after this video, I sat down and played my PSP for another hour or two, and it was just so fun. It was just so fun. Like, it brought back so many memories from my childhood. You should be able to find a PSP 3000 for dirt cheap. Probably like 200, like at most $200. At most $200. I know people are jacking up the price because people are seeing videos like this and thinking, yeah, I want a PSP now. Well, I never had a PSP when I was younger, but now I'm an adult and I make my own money and I could buy it. I would definitely recommend you do that. Same thing with the PSP Vita. PSP Vita might be a little more pricey. It might be a little like 200 and better, but you can definitely find it. Definitely find it. So yeah, here's Midnight Club 2. Well, Midnight Club 3, I believe. And then we got some more gameplay. Hold on. Let's go. I think we got God of War coming up too. Yep, they go God of War, Chains of Olympus. And that's my edit that I put. Like, I put a little cinematic edit. That's not how it looks. It's just this screen right here. But yeah, man. Those are my top 5 handhelds that you must have. They're all discombobulated back there, but you can see them. The Analogue Pocket, the Evercade EXP, Logitech G Cloud, um, Asus ROG Ally, and Steam Deck. So if you don't really got the budget like me, even though I collected it over a period of time, and technically I'm still paying off. Well, I'm still paying off that ROG Ally, technically speaking. Um, you only could get one device. I would say just save up $400 and buy yourself a Steam Deck, because even with the Steam Deck, you can do emulation. You can get you can do PSP emulation, PS Vita emulation, Nintendo Switch emulation, Nintendo Wii U emulation. You can do any emulation, PS2, PS1, Dreamcast, and it'll run perfectly on there. It's gonna take a lot of setup, and it's gonna take a lot of you watching videos to going online, but it's definitely worth it if you want to go that route and do it like that, And what I like about Valve is they encourage stuff like that. They won't outwardly encourage it, but like they won't really stop you from doing it either. Some things they do outwardly encourage, and some things they don't. But which is what I like about Valve. They're very community based. So, yeah, that's my video. I just wanted to let y'all know. I just want to do something a little different. Do a little bit of some more original content, because the reactions kind of get boring after a while. Y'all want to switch it up every now and then. So let me know if y'all want more videos like this, just me talking about technology and other games, or whatever games y'all want me to talk about. Let me know. So y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.